Alright, here we are, Canadian Junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today we are looking at this shower. You will notice that I've taken off the trim piece that goes on the top of that, and I've reinstalled this. Because we've had an issue ever since we moved into this house with what I believe is referred to as water hammer, only when the shower is running, and oddly only at specific temperatures. So right now I have it going like on a pretty hot, it's pretty hot, it's not super hot, but it's hot, that's a nice shower temperature. If I put it down a little lower, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Yeah, we got this thudding sound. Bum, 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 bum. You can actually see this thing moving quite a bit. I thought I was gonna feel. I do feel it here. I was thinking maybe it was the valve, and maybe it is. I do feel a pulsing in there, but it feels more severe up here. I've also noticed taking this thing on for the first time, the valve is not like actually attached to anything. I'm not sure what was going on down here with this like piece of shim that they screwed through to try. I'm not sure what that's supposed to achieve. There's a few brackets down there that are just not connected at all. But anyway, we're gonna look into this and we'll let you know what we find out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. A little bit of time has passed since my last, since that last clip, but as you'll see, we have a new valve here. But I do want to talk a little bit about what we did. So this is the old valve here. Water hammer, from the reading that I've done, tends to be an issue with calcium buildup, like in the cartridge. The cartridge is this piece that slides in here. So this mounts onto this thing. There's like a valve housing here. This would be a trim piece. This silver piece would come off. I haven't tried to get it off. We ended up just replacing it. But what I do want to point out is that if you're experiencing this issue, first thing you want to do is try to figure out what brand your valve is and contact the company. Because just like with your taps, like those have cartridges in them too. The cartridge is the piece that is going to wear out the most most likely over time. And when you have issues, it's likely the cartridge. And most companies have a lifetime warranty. Delta, for instance. A lot of the big names, they offer like lifetime warranties on the cartridges. You just send them a picture of proof that you have this. They will send you a cartridge for free in the mail. And then it's just a matter of swapping the cartridge out. We ended up getting a new one, as you can see here. My wife wanted a black one anyway. So we didn't go down the road of replacing the cartridge here. I ended up just replacing the valve, and we replaced, we got the whole kit with the shower and the, detachable shower head, new spout, and then that's just the trim pack, but the new valve. And I do have a video coming on the entire process we went through to install this. This was a full DIY job, and this valve kit is from Costco Canada, and we like it quite a bit. And it has resolved our water hammer issue. So I've had a chance to test this out a fair bit now, and definitely no issues whatsoever. But I do want to point out that we didn't have to do this. Had we been able to determine what brand this was, and there's no real market. A lot of the cheap ones, they don't put their names on them because they just can't. I don't know. It's hard to figure out what they are. So there's not really a company to call and ask. But ideally, check your valve. Try to get a name on it. If so, reach out to the company. They potentially will send you a new cartridge. Cartridges can be tough to get out when they've been in there for 20, 30, 40 years. There's some good videos out there on how to get a cartridge out without damaging stuff. And then getting the new one in is usually quite a bit easier. But that will likely solve the water hammer problem, because it typically is an issue inside the cartridge where it's either worn down over time or it's just built up calcium inside that has caused it to struggle with mixing the hot and the cold. So when it can't mix things properly, it tends to cause that issue. I will point out one other thing, actually, that our piping, this is the back side and where we were able to access the lines. The pipe was copper up like straight in on an elbow and straight in on an elbow, and it didn't have these little go up a little further. This basically creates a water hammer arrestor. So air gets trapped up in here, and like it allows the air to squeeze and absorb some of that shock when the valve, there's the new valve in there, it's kind of hard to see, when the valve is struggling to do those do that mixing. So anyway, that could be something to look for, is if you, especially with copper, you don't actually need it as much with PEX. I kind of plumbed it up this way anyway. But when you're going with copper, you should see a T instead of just an elbow into the valve like we had. I'll try to throw a picture up at this moment so you guys can see what it looked like before. But often you'll see like pipes go up further, maybe up even almost towards the shower, to create this area where the air can get squeezed. There are water hammer arresters that Odie makes, and probably other people, that are basically just something that creates that sort of thing. There's little pistons in them. But that's how you would, generally solve some of that problem. So that could be another issue. The plumbing could have been an issue, but since we've had no issues with this new valve so far, we're feeling good about it. So yeah. That's all we have to say, and I'll put a link to the full install for this guy, the new one, as soon as that video is ready to go, which hopefully won't be too far from now. Anyway, until next time, thanks for tuning in to Fixing Random Crap with Craig.